I'm Steve Ferentz from SUNY Polytechnic Institute at SEMICON West 2016 in San Francisco. And with me is Frank Tolic, a SUNY Poly Associate Vice President for Business, Wafer Processing, as well as the Chief Marketing Officer for the American Institute for Photonics, AIM Photonics, of course, an initiative that was really based on the SUNY Poly model, spearheaded by SUNY Poly, and is one of 9 national institutes being set up, innovation institutes by the White House and Department of Defense, of course, major partners here. Bring me through, Frank, you just gave a very well-attended presentation talking about this institute and what it means for everyone, including technology advancement. Talk to me about those main ideas, especially as New York State under Governor Andrew Cuomo provides investments to spur this on.
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, I want to thank you and all of the SUNY Poly marketing team for the outstanding work you guys have done. This has been a great show. There's been thousands of people here and a number of events that you've had to cover. A lot of people can't attend, a lot of our members can't attend, and being able to have easy access to our presentations and a lot of the events going on that you've covered is beneficial to them. And so many thanks from the AIM community for your hard work and all of SUNY Polytechnic Marcom team's work. So.
Much appreciated. Bring us through the main ideas and really why this AIM Photonics initiative makes sense.
Sure. Well, the key behind the initiatives, the 9 initiatives there are now, is the fact that it's a new technology. It's technology that's out there, but it's on the cusp of a lot of groundbreaking work, and that groundbreaking can affect the government from a military aspect for Department of Defense, NASA, but it also affects industry and the consumer, the end user. But going at it alone is very difficult, right? So having these institutes, these consortiums are nothing new, but focusing on key technology areas are kind of the new thing here, right? So about 5 years ago, SUNY Polytechnic advanced the state-of-the-art silicon photonics chip on a 12-inch wafer. And then the next step is taking that chip and packaging it in a cost-effective and timely manner. And when they selected the institute, one of the keys was SUNY Poly, of course, the work we had done, but also the city of Rochester. Rochester has over a 100-year history in photonics, and when it came down to selecting the institute, an institute like SUNY Poly, which all the NNMIs were kind of based off of, and a city like Rochester was just the place to be, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And bring me through a little deeper, real briefly, into the CMP opportunities as it pertains to silicon photonics and this initiative.
Of course. So really from a high level, since I'm more in the marketing side of it, and for all the people out there to understand, the key in any kind of technology these days is time and money, especially with the industry and also the academic members. It's getting your product out there ahead of the market, and it's also getting it out there cost effectively, right? If you were to try to do that alone these days, it's gonna cost you a lot of money. It'll probably take a lot longer. In the end, the benefits, you may not have any, right? So it requires this type of collaboration, and not just from the savings of time and money, because the Department of Defense, the military, the government, they also need their product, their technology, and they also want to save money, right? But the other important aspect of this is having the manufacturing base here in the United States for these critical technology, not just for national security, but for advancing that manufacturing work base across the United States. And another aspect of these institutes is not just the technology, but it's the workforce development. That's a key for each of these institutes, and there's an AIM Academy where we're concentrating on developing the workforce for the future. So not only do we have the technology and the manufacturing base out there, but we have a workforce that's educated and qualified to support those facilities.
Okay, Frank Tolic, thanks so much for detailing this critical effort.
Thank you, Steve.